Welcome to my channel Deep Stream. Subscribe to my channel for news updates all around the world. Imagine this, the city is alive but not with people. It's the hum of engines, the glow of neon, and the pulse of anticipation that fills the air. The city lights blur into neon streaks, painting the world outside your window in electric colors as you speed through the night. Your hands grip the wheel, knuckles white, every muscle tensed for the next turn, the next surge of adrenaline. Your car's engine roars, hungry for the open road, echoing off the empty buildings as you push the limits of speed. This is Need for Speed, a world where speed and style rule and every street is a new challenge waiting to be conquered. But what transforms this from just a game into a visceral experience? The music. It's the invisible force that turns pixels into passion. The soundtrack is the race's heartbeat, syncing with your pulse, amplifying every moment. Few songs hit harder than the Jamal remix of LooseScrew by Bones and Eddy Baker. It's the kind of track that makes you want to drive faster, push harder. This isn't just background noise, it's fuel. It's the energy that surges through your veins as you race through the city. Bones and Eddy Baker bring a raw, lo-fi rap energy, their verses gritty and real, echoing the streets you race on, while Jamal injects pure adrenaline, layering in beats that make your heart race and your foot press harder on the gas. The remix takes the moody original and launches it into overdrive, transforming it into a soundtrack for the fearless. It's a track made for rain-slicked streets and high-stakes chases, where every corner could be victory or defeat. This essay dives into that collision of music and speed, exploring how the right song can turn a simple race into an unforgettable story. We'll explore the artists, break down the original, and see how Jamal's remix transforms it into something legendary. We'll discover why this aggressive, bass-heavy sound is the perfect partner for high-speed racing, making every second feel urgent and alive. It's more than a song in a game. It's the sound that elevates a digital race into a pulse-pounding moment, where you forget you're just holding a controller. LooseScrew's heavy bass rumbles like a V8 engine, shaking the car in your core with every beat. The sharp rhythms mimic quick gear shifts, each note snapping you into the next moment of action. The song doesn't just suggest excitement, it demands it, pulling you deeper into the race with every second. It's a warning and an invitation. Things are about to get intense, and you're right in the middle of it. This is the anthem for every player who's ever felt the thrill, the rush, and the pure joy of racing through the midnight streets with the perfect song blasting in their ears. To truly understand the impact of this song, you first need to know the artists behind it, their backgrounds, their styles, and what makes their collaboration so unique. Bones, real name Elmo Kennedy O'Connor, is an underground icon, building a massive fan base online with a relentless work ethic and a unique atmospheric style. His music is often dark, introspective, and experimental, blending elements of hip-hop, punk, and even ambient music. Bones is known for his prolific output, dropping mixtapes and albums at a pace that keeps fans constantly engaged. He's the founder of Team Sesh, a collective defined by independence and raw creativity. Team Sesh has become a movement, inspiring a generation of artists to carve their own path outside the mainstream, and Bones stands at the center of it all, pushing boundaries with every release. Eddy Baker, a key member of Healthy Boys, brings a laid-back flow and blunt honesty, grounding tracks with street-level realism. His lyrics are unfiltered, often reflecting the struggles and triumphs of everyday life, and his delivery adds a gritty authenticity to every song he touches. Together, Bones and Eddy create a sound that's both ethereal and direct. Their chemistry is undeniable, blending haunting melodies with hard-hitting verses, and their collaborations have become cult favorites in the underground scene. Enter Jamal, a producer specializing in high-energy, bass-heavy genres like funk and drift house. Jamal's production style is all about intensity. He crafts beats that pulse with adrenaline, perfect for late-night drives or high-stakes moments. He takes the raw material of Bones and Eddy and amplifies it, rebuilding tracks for maximum impact. Jamal's approach is fearless, often deconstructing songs and reconstructing them into something entirely new, yet still true to the original spirit. Jamal's genius is finding hidden energy and unleashing it. He's able to tap into the emotional core of a track and elevate it, making every beat hit harder and every moment feel more urgent. His remixes are made for high-intensity moments, perfect for racing, drifting, or any situation where you need a surge of adrenaline. The music becomes a soundtrack for action, pushing you to go faster and feel more alive. The LooseScrew remix is special because it fuses Bones and Eddy's authenticity with Jamal's explosive production. It's a meeting of worlds. Raw lyricism meets cutting-edge sound design. The result? A track that's bigger and more powerful than the sum of its parts. It's music that doesn't just play in the background, it takes over the room, demanding your attention. Bones and Eddy provide the soul. Jamal builds the high-speed vehicle around it. The collaboration is seamless, each artist enhancing the other's strengths. He respects the original's mood but isn't afraid to reimagine it for adrenaline-fueled action, transforming the track into something that feels both familiar and brand new. This collaboration bridges music worlds, creating something entirely new. It's a testament to what happens when artists from different backgrounds come together with a shared vision. It's the perfect storm for the Need for Speed universe, a track that captures the thrill, the danger, and the pure rush of the race. Before the remix, there was the original LooseScrew. It's slow, hazy, and atmospheric, a classic Bones and Eddy Baker track. The minimalist beat and looping melody create a hypnotic, late-night vibe. The mood is reflective, almost melancholic, a calm before the storm. Bones and Eddy's verses are personal, blending into the beat with lo-fi production. The lyrics declare identity and pride in being different. The energy is internal, a slow burn that seeps into your consciousness. The bass is subtle, the confidence cool and detached. It's a song for nodding your head, not flooring the accelerator. The original is all about potential energy, art to be admired for its form and substance. It's a crucial piece of their discography, but its purpose is different from the remix. The remix would soon unleash that contained power onto the digital streets. Jamal's remix of LooseScrew is nothing short of a total overhaul, a bold reimagining that takes the original track and injects it with pure adrenaline. The tempo doesn't just increase, it surges forward, transforming the once laid-back groove into a frantic, heart-pounding rhythm that feels like a midnight race through city streets. Jamal's signature cowbell slices through the mix, a relentless call to action that refuses to be ignored, driving the energy higher with every strike. The bassline mutates from a subtle undercurrent into a monstrous, distorted force, shaking the room and demanding your attention. It's not just supporting the beat anymore, it becomes the beat, vibrating through your chest and making your heart race. The vocals are chopped, pitched, and looped into aggressive hooks, each one sharper and more urgent than the last. Impactful phrases become battle cries, amplifying the track's confidence and defiance, turning every lyric into a rallying shout for the dance floor. The mood shifts dramatically, from introspective and moody to explosive and electrifying, as if the entire room is suddenly lit up with energy. The remix isn't meant for quiet drives anymore, it's the soundtrack for police chases, final laps, and every moment when adrenaline takes over. Jamal weaponizes the original's cool confidence, transforming it into raw, unfiltered aggression that pushes you to the edge. He tightens the loose screw until the whole machine vibrates with energy, every part working overtime to keep up with the pace. The result is a racing anthem built for chaos and speed, a track that thrives in the heat of competition. It's a masterclass in production, perfectly tailored for its new high-octane context, every detail meticulously crafted for maximum impact. The remix doesn't just accompany the action, it drives it forward, fueling every twist and turn with relentless momentum. It's the sound of digital asphalt coming alive, every beat and note echoing the rush of the race. This is the song for every high-stakes moment in Need for Speed, a high-octane anthem that turns every second into a thrill ride. Need for Speed is more than racing. It's car culture, rebellion, and style. The franchise has always captured the fantasy of illegal street racing, where looking cool matters as much as being fast. Music is the co-pilot, setting the pace and mood. The soundtracks are legendary, introducing players to new genres and underground artists. Music isn't just background, it's an active part of the game's identity. The right track matches the gameplay's energy and builds the world's culture, including artists like Bones and Eddy Baker signals the game's connection to modern, internet-driven music. The soundtrack becomes a badge of identity. The LooseScrew remix was made for this world, aggressive, stylish, and rebellious. The game provides the spectacle. The song delivers the adrenaline. When the action heats up, you need music that matches the chaos. Jamal's remix is the perfect marriage of sight and sound. Picture yourself in a tight Need for Speed race, the finish line just ahead. Suddenly the LooseScrew remix kicks in. Cowbell, heavy bass, instant intensity. Your focus sharpens, your thumbs move faster, and you push your car to the edge. The song's relentless energy syncs with the race's rhythm. Sharp percussion feels like hitting nitrous. Deep bass mimics G-force. Music and gameplay merge. You're not just playing, you're part of a high-speed symphony. The track doesn't just accompany the action, it propels it. The result is pure, unfiltered excitement, a surge of confidence and power. Nailing a perfect drift as the bass drops is a moment of pure satisfaction. The game rewards your skill and the music celebrates it. It's a feedback loop of adrenaline and immersion. For many, this song becomes the anthem of their Need for Speed memories. Years later, that cowbell intro brings it all rushing back. This is the magic of a perfect video game soundtrack. LooseScrew isn't just a song, it's part of the game's soul. There's science behind why fast, aggressive music like LooseScrew works in racing games. Our brains respond to fast tempos and loud rhythms with adrenaline and excitement. In a safe game environment, this becomes exhilaration. Drift funk's repetitive beats and heavy bass help players lock into focus, the zone. The music filters out distractions, sharpening reflexes for high-speed action. Aggressive tones and vocal samples boost confidence, fueling the power fantasy at the heart of Need for Speed. The right track acts as a hype tool, pushing players to be daring and assertive. Athletes use music to get pumped, gamers do the same. LooseScrew is more than entertainment, it's a performance enhancer. It deepens immersion, sharpens reflexes, and elevates gameplay. The music isn't just heard, it's felt, it's a tool that shapes how you play. That's the power of sound design in gaming. The LooseScrew remix's inclusion in Need for Speed had a huge impact. For many, it was an introduction to Bones, Eddy and the funk scene. The game became a discovery platform, sending players down the rabbit hole of underground music. The track exploded online, becoming a staple in playlists and car culture videos. For independent artists, this exposure was invaluable, validating their sound on a global stage. The song helped solidify drift funk as the sound of modern car culture. It wasn't just a niche internet genre anymore, it was the official soundtrack of virtual street racing. The game didn't just use the music, it shaped its cultural identity. LooseScrew's legacy is perfect synergy, a case study in how the right song can define a game. It's now a classic, forever linked to Need for Speed's legacy. The track represents a moment when underground energy met triple a spectacle. It's proof that a great soundtrack can create lasting cultural impact. LooseScrew and Need for Speed prove music is the soul of gaming. A game without music lacks emotional depth. Music guides our feelings, excitement, tension, triumph, reflection. Iconic game melodies are inseparable from their worlds. As technology evolved, so did soundtracks, now elaborate, dynamic, and essential. Games are powerful platforms for music discovery, launching artists and reviving classics. Artists see gaming as a creative frontier, connecting with passionate audiences. This relationship benefits everyone, developers, musicians, and players. It all comes back to that feeling, heart racing, as the perfect song kicks in. LooseScrew is a masterclass in creating that moment. The right track elevates gameplay from fun to unforgettable. When sound and action align, it's more than a game, it's a memory. That's the unbreakable bond between music and gaming magic.